Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tag video, and it is my first tag. And I found this morning while I was just like hunting around for videos and stuff, and it was like a recommended video, and I watched it on Megan Hart's makeup channel. And yeah, I thought it'd be super fun to do because you all know how much I love my tag videos. So we're gonna get started. So question number 1 is, what was your first tweet? Now, my first tweet was extremely boring and not funny. It was when I was working front desk in my dorm, so literally all the tweet says is working front desk. So I don't really like Twitter very much. I know some people love it, but I don't know. It's just not really for me, but that was my first tweet. Let's see. My first YouTube video. This was actually back last February when I finally worked up some guts to post a video, and it was my 2012 February glam bag review, and I can link that down here if I remember. But yeah, I'm proud of it because it got the most views out of any video I've posted, and I was proud of it because it's my first video and finally stepped out of my shell and just did it. So yeah, that's cool. So my first Facebook profile picture, I deleted it because it was hideous, and I was in high school and awkward and had braces, so yeah, it's not on there anymore, so yeah, we can just kind of skip that. Alright, do you still talk to your first love? No. We dated almost 5 years, and we lived together, and I broke up with him. We still kind of had to live together, but we were still like friendly. And basically, long story short, he got a new girlfriend and decided that, we couldn't be friends anymore, even though we kind of like grew up together. So, yeah, but it's for the best. Now I know that, he's not the right person for me, and, I found someone that I like better now. So, yeah, we do not talk. All right, your first alcoholic drink. Well, my first legal alcoholic drink is this drink in this like pink martini glass. It was called a gummy bear, and I remember it was just like super fruity drink that I got from one of the local restaurants here, and that was my first legal drink. It was super good, very sugary though. Alrighty. What was your first job? Oh dear, my first job, I worked in a swimming pool store in a small town, my hometown. And yeah, I was kind of like, I got paid $5.25 an hour back then. It's so crazy. And yeah, I tested water and did water chemistry and stuff. So, I mean, it was kind of fun. I got to wear like, shorts to work and like hang outside in the pool. So, it's pretty fun. But yeah, I definitely don't miss making $5.25 an hour, but that was my first job. My first car was a 95 Toyota Corolla, and it was the old family car, and my dad gave it to me when I got my license, when he got a new car, so thanks, Dad! Yeah, that was my first car. I loved it. Its name was Betsy, as all my cars are, right? Sorry I keep looking down, I have all the questions on my phone, so. Alrighty. And who is the first person to text you today? Alright, well, if we want to get technical, the first text I got today was from weather.com letting me know that it's going to be cloudy and, not so delicious out today. But the first person to text me today was my boyfriend, so thanks, boyfriend. I like you. You're so cute. Alright, who is the first person you thought of this morning? That would be my boyfriend, because I woke up to his little text. Yeah, he's super cute. Super cute. Alright, who was your first grade teacher? Good Lord. My first grade teacher was, I think it was Miss Mayberry. Because we were in like a multi-age, it was like first grade and second grade together. And I just remember she was awesome, and she always let me make these crazy outfits out of paper. And I remember she would let me use like rolls of masking tape, and I would just make these crazy outfits, and I would wear them in class, and everyone would make fun of me because I'm like the weird art kid. But yeah, I remember she was always super sweet to me, and even though the only thing we ever gotten like, she got upset with me for is that I talked too much in class. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, I loved her. She was great. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? This is a hilarious story. So I kind of am afraid of flying a little bit. And so my friend, well, old friend Courtney and my best friend Jackie. We went to California. So my first flight was from Boston to Houston, and then we flew from there to San Diego. And I was so freaked out. This is so lame. I was crying when we were taking off because I thought we were going to die or something. So, yeah, but it's pretty fun, but worth it because California was like super warm. Alrighty. Who was your first best friend and do you still talk? My first best friend is Ginny, and we unfortunately don't talk anymore. We kind of grew apart, like, in middle school, but she was my first best friend. I would spend the night at her house, like, 4 nights a week, and, yeah, we had lots of fun building forts and stuff. I actually sliced my finger open at her house one day because we were carving sticks in the woods because we're kind of rednecks where we're from. So, yeah, that was my first best friend. Where was your first sleepover? My first sleepover was actually at Ginny's house, and, I don't really remember it because I was really young, but I remember it was over there because I didn't really have like a lot of friends when I was younger. I was kind of like a weird art kid, so yeah. Alrighty. What was the first thing you did this morning? Well, the first thing that I did this morning was roll over and look at my phone because I just kind of fell asleep last night without like setting an alarm or anything, so I was like, oh dear, phone needs to be charged, so that's the first thing I did this morning. What was the first concert you ever went to? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. So the first concert I ever went to was Gavin DeGraw, Jem, and Michael Tulcher. And I got to go because I actually won like these backstage pass like tickets on the radio station. I called at like 6 in the morning and they jumbled up the song and you had to name the name of the song, and I remember it was Green Day, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and I remember when I called, they were like, are you 18? And I was like, no, so I had to wake up my dad, and he was half asleep, and I'm like, just say Green Day, and I won, and he took me that night, and I got to meet Gavin DeGraw, who I love, he's like my favorite, so I was really, really excited, and, oops, and I'm starting a video, yikes, alright, so the next question is first broken bone, and I am proud to say 0 broken bones, so that's awesome. I'm lucky, knock on wood. There we go. Alright, my first piercing, I don't remember because I was super young, but it was my ears, those piercings, and then just my nose. Those are the only 3 I have. So that was my first piercing. I just remember I was like super, super young, maybe like 3, so yeah, cool. First foreign country I've gone to, that would be Mexico. I went last year on a cruise with my friend Erica and her awesome family, and yeah, it was super sweet, and I was so excited to finally leave the US. So, Mexico. The first movie you remember seeing. The first movie, I remember this like clear as day. It was The Lion King, and I remember my babysitter Sarah took me. And I remember I was just so amazed, and I was having like the time of my life, and I just sat there like the whole time because I was just so excited that I was finally going to my first movie. So that was my first movie. When was your first detention? I never ever had detention as a kid. The only thing I ever got was a think it over worksheet, which was basically, oh my god, my school instated this thing, and it's a worksheet, and you basically had to fill out with your teacher what you did wrong and how you're going to fix it and make sure it doesn't happen again. And I remember I got this for talking and putting pencils in my ears during read aloud. And I was distracting the entire class, and she got really upset, and she gave me a think it over worksheet. So that's the closest thing I've had to detention. All right, who was your first roommate? My first roommate was my freshman year of college, and that was this girl, Sarah. Let's just say it didn't work out. Next question. If you had one wish, what would it be? I wish I just want to be happy in my life and successful and, have a good marriage and career and, family. That's kind of like what the main thing I want to be is just overall just happy and successful. What is the first sport you were involved in? Oh gosh. The first sport I was ever involved in was cross country, which basically is running. You just run. And I remember my best friend in high school, Megan, she called me one day and she's like, hey, I don't know anyone on this team. Do you want to join cross country? And I was like, And I was like, I don't even know what that is. And she's like, all you need is running shoes. And I'm like, okay, I have running shoes. So I get there, and I remember the first day, the coach is like, all right, we're going to have a 3-mile warm-up run. And I'm like, excuse me? Did you just say 3-mile warm-up run? And then Megan's like, oh, you didn't know we run. And I'm like, I don't want to run. Running is terrible. And I remember I was the slowest person on the team for like, oh my god, it was so embarrassing. My first race, I'm going off on a tangent, but the first meet was, sugar. The first meet was our home meet. And I remember I came in dead last place because I rolled my ankle halfway through the race and I didn't want to quit, so I just kept going. I was like limping the whole way. And they forgot about me. They didn't even know anyone was still running. It was super embarrassing, but yeah, that was my first sport. I did it all throughout high school. In my senior year, we actually made it to states, which was pretty cool, even though I still sucked pretty bad. But I kept doing it, so 3 cheers for not quitting. Alrighty, we're almost to the end. What is the first thing you do when you get home? First thing I do when I get home is pick up my kitty cat, because she's my baby, and I love her. And usually I cuddle with her for good 20 minutes. So it's always the first thing I do when I get home. Alright, and the last question. Ugh. When was your first kiss? Oh, this is bad. It was so terrible. That was when I was 15. I know, late bloomer, right? I was kind of a weird art kid and had braces, so wonder no one wanted to kiss me. But it was with my first boyfriend, this guy Keith, and I met him in New Hampshire because I was there with my mom on this trip to go visit her friends, and I met him and oh god, and I was just like, oh, he's cute, and we're kind of boyfriend girlfriend. And I remember one day we were behind a school at the playground and everyone else had gone home, and it just kind of happened, and it was awkward and gross, and I remember his breath smelled like pizza, and better not. It's just it's just not good. So not something I'd really like to remember, so let's pretend it didn't happen. Alright, so that about sums it up on that awkward note for my first tag. So I tag everyone that's watching. Hopefully it's a lot of you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you thumbs up and subscribe. And I will try to post more funny videos. I'm moving next weekend, so once I have my own room and everything, I'm hoping to do more videos and hopefully get a better camera, because this webcam obviously kind of sucks. So yeah, everyone, have a lovely day. I love you all, and peace out.